So, we meet once more, my fellow truth-finders. It's been a wild ride. I've traveled many miles and eaten many donuts. And it's time to put this pooch to bed. Let's catch ourselves a killer in this exciting conclusion to Murder at Richpant's Mansion. To begin, let's start at the top. Billionaire Reggie Richpants was murdered while hosting an exclusive weekend getaway for his wife and friends in the 1%. And Betty. At the weekend, Reggie lost his noggin when a magic trick went horribly wrong. Someone rigged a fake guillotine to give Mr. Richpants a once-in-a-lifetime haircut. But who, and why, and how? As everyone had something to gain from Reggie's death, I think it's important to focus on something that everybody had in common. Money. They either wanted it, needed it, owed it, or were afraid of losing it. And with the beginning of Reggie's fortune starts with Professor Ebsen Mind. Ebsen and Reggie founded Glue Dots together. They were friends, pals, and confidants. If one of them threw a party, oh, that's right, Reggie did. But what was the biggest gift? The gift of decapitation? Given by Ebsen? No, I don't think so. Ebsen was Reggie's true pal and wanted to keep Reggie alive. That's why they argued in the study over Reggie's plans for handling his own terminal illness. But do I think the professor was linked to the murder? Unintentionally, yes. I'll get to that in a moment. But first, at the start of the day, Zangief awoke the earliest and worked out those muscles. He is an oddball, and from the evidence we reviewed, was in a complicated relationship with Reggie. I don't see a clear motive here, though. The fear of shame from what Mother Russia would think about Zane's fondness of lingerie? Perhaps. But who doesn't like a nice chiffon number? No. Zane was on a good trajectory with Reggie. He's not the killer. Speaking of, you know who wasn't on a good trajectory? Gemma. Gemma, truly outrageous. Truly outrageous. She was on her way out the door of Reggie's life, traded in for a younger, hairier model. She saw Reggie's will and knew she was not getting a penny. She was better off keeping Reggie alive and taking him to the Alimony Express. She didn't seem to care very much for Reggie, romantically speaking. So, without a motive of money or jealousy, Gemma is outrageous, but not murderageous. I didn't like that either. Back to the day of. Zane was the first to awaken. On the other hand, Betty, beautiful Betty, was the last one to get up. Beautiful Betty had an axe to grind with her employer, and she was certainly due for a windfall upon Reggie's death. But from her journal, we know she knew it was coming in due time, and she was sad to learn of Reggie's health. We also know she was blackmailing Judith Post. Busy, but a murderess? It's certainly possible. Ebsen did recall that she came to the study asking for a key. Let's put a pin in this and discuss her blackmail victim. Judge and Judy firmly believed that Reggie was blackmailing her over her toot film. Little did she know, it was Betty all along! A woman scared of losing everything with an inconsistent alibi and bowels that could choke a donkey. Messy. She had motive, but a careful review of evidence yields that the killer would have had to wake up after Ebsen in order to steal his mask technology. That could only be Abe, Gemma, or Betty. Told you this would come back to Ebsen. The people that woke up after Professor Mind are our true suspects, as camera footage on the stairwell confirmed that no one who came downstairs ever went back up. Someone took that mask and used it to get the key from Reggie. Betty Bitters may have been accused of asking him for the key, but it was none other than the great Abe Recadabra who did the dastardly deed.
Lies, I tell you! Do you want to see a magic trick?
Sorry, Abe, but you can save your tricks for the slammer. Abe was way over his head financially and knew he needed to eliminate Reggie once and for all. And what better way to do it than so very publicly that it couldn't possibly be him?
No! This is untrue!
Don't you remember your fatal mistake? He said he saw Judith going to the bathroom when he woke up. If you carefully broke down the timeline, this couldn't have been as early as he said it was. No, that passing by was not until much later in the day. About the time someone asked Reggie for the key, and Ebsen saw someone sneak into the lounge.
Okay, You got me. I stole the mask technology from the professor's room and set my plan into motion. I waited in the ballroom until the coast was clear, and then I snuck to the study, disguised as Betty. I took the key, passed Judith on her way from the bathroom, and entered the lounge to swap the guillotine blade. I then relocked the lounge and tossed the key into the dining room as I dashed back to the ballroom. I'm sorry, but Reggie was going to collect on a debt that I couldn't repay. I thought a little dark magic could put this all behind me.
This was a complicated one, detectives. I thank you for helping me to unravel such a tangled web. And now we bid adieu. Until next time, I'm Rhoda Donatruck, and this was the Murder at Richpant's Mansion. Yes, hello, hi, Sergeant. Yes, this is Rhoda. It was the great Abracadabra. I solved this case all alone. No help from anyone. Not a soul. Certainly not a group of online detectives like last time. I'll take that whole prize payout myself. On my way to come pick it up.